In this video, I'm going to tell you why you're making yourself depressed when it comes to trading and what to do about it. Guys, this one's going to be a good one. So grab a drink, grab a pad and a pen, something to take notes, and let's just jump right on it. So the reason most of you are making yourself depressed is because you're putting way, way, way too much pressure on yourself. I don't beat around. I give it right from the get-go. That's it. You're putting too much pressure on yourself. You know within yourself there's a level of good pressure, and there's also a level of bad pressure. And I really don't play with dualities like that, but let's make it simple. And I'm here to tell you which ones are which. But let's talk about pressure in general, right? So everything in life has pressure. The goal today is to learn not to remove pressure, but to understand pressure so you can apply it at the right times in the right place. So let's talk about pressure in trading. Well, first and foremost, you're the one putting this pressure on yourself. If you've seen any of my past videos, I'm all about accountability. It's the only way you're going to be successful consistently. You're going to be profitable. You can hit all your goals, achievements, whatever you have with this trading thing. Accountability, which comes after awareness. All right. So, right in the comments, drop some types of pressure that you apply to yourself. The first way you apply pressure to yourself, and like literally make a note, what not to do, is you tell people you're trading. Do not tell people you're trading. Your friends, your family, your girlfriends, your boyfriends, your husbands, your wives, your kids. Don't do it. As a matter of fact, make it a goal to keep it a secret. This is important. This is going to help you detach from trading later on, especially if you're new and you're learning your psychology needed before you go learn a trading strategy. That's what these psychology videos are for. That's what this community service content is for. We're going to get to traders depression. That's what the topic was to my mind when it came to making this video. There are a lot of young traders out there, and I'm not going to say young in age, I'm going to say young in the trading journey. And it is a journey. If you don't understand it's a journey, wake up right now. I made another video why you should quit trading. This is not a overnight thing. This is not an easy thing. The actual act of trading, getting in, getting out, that's easy. But controlling yourself, being aware of your mind, that's what's not easy. And that's what we're here to train for. So about this pressure, I get it. You've learned about trading. You went ahead and found out that you can make all this money in a little bit of time. Some of you are trading while you're at your jobs. You're telling your employees, look, I just made this $100,000, $10,000. Some of you are trading demo, but you're seeing this potential. You're seeing this money can be made like that. And that's why everyone is in trading. If any one of you said that you came into trading because you love watching charts and patterns and things of that sort, I'm going to say you're the 1% of the 1%. The rest of us, and I say us, I'm in this category, we joined in this because we like the money. We like the speed of the money and how big money it is. We're not talking small money here. This is very, very big money. We didn't understand in the beginning, there's a, I don't want to call it luck. I can't not call it luck. It's more of a, you don't know what you don't know. You don't have this fear, so you just go. Every beginner trader has this. We make money. So now you've made this money, and it usually comes, when do people find trading? It usually comes when something hard's happening in your life. If, unfortunately, in today's time, the nuclear family has been destroyed, so we have husbands and wives both having to work, and one of you might have lost your job, or you figured out you need more money. Your hours have been cut, something has happened, and you stumbled upon trading. The algorithms are really, really good at helping you find trading. And I've already taught you guys in my previous videos how to watch out for scammers, stay away from scammers, right? Be careful with that. So you told everybody, you made this trade. You sat there, you made this trade, you made $1,000 on a demo. Some of you are smart, you start with demo. Demo is like paper trading, it's real markets, fake currency for anyone that doesn't know demo. Don't go tell your wife, honey, I just made $1,000 in like 15 minutes. We figured it out. Please don't do that. Don't call your mom. Don't call your dad. Some of you guys are young. You're still living with your parents. And I'm all for living with your parents as long as you need to until you have some type of skill, and trading is a skill. You have some type of capital and some type of structure and plan, and you build yourself as a being before you leave. The world isn't an easy place. Go ahead and stop telling everybody. And think about it. Get a piece of paper, write down. You have your notepad right now. Write down at least 3, 4, 5 people you've told, and you realize, holy fuck, I'm telling everyone. You go outside, and especially if you're making money, you're making progress. Maybe you're not even trading real money, you're trading demo, right? You're making progress. When you tell these people now, you tell your employees, for example, there's going to be a point where they're going to be like, hey, how's that trading thing going? And the universe usually does it right after you have a loss. And that just shakes you. That makes you sad. That makes you depressed. I'm on YouTube, so I can't use certain words. That makes people want to end themselves. And I get it. We've all been to the low of the low of the low. And I was gonna say this in the beginning, because before I do these videos, I put a little bit of structure into it. I'm speaking to my past self. I'm telling everyone what they need to hear, as if someone was there to tell me I didn't have this. So may the 6 years of learning curve that I took, losses and pain, be curved for you, and may you be blessed with exceptional growth and consistent profitability. It's not going to happen if you don't do the work. That's the catch. So don't tell these people, because they're going to ask you, how's it coming along? If you're living with your parents, mom and dad, I don't need to go to college this year. Some of you are fresh out of high school. Some of you are making money in high school. I speak to adults, 18 and up, but I've heard some of the kids, they're making money in high school. This trading thing, it's real. But they're going to go tell their parents, I'm going to stay home. Don't worry, mom and dad. Give me 6 months. Give me 3 months. And that leads into the next thing. Don't put a timeline on it, right? But you're going to tell your parents this timeline. You're going to tell your loved one this timeline. You might even tell yourself this timeline. I promise you, if you give yourself that timeline, it's not going to happen. Trading is designed to psychologically test you in a way that if you put a timeline on it, it won't happen. You have to unlearn everything you learned in, I hate using the term, regular life. If you guys have a better term, go ahead and drop it in the comments. Correct. 007. I agree with you. Trading isn't something. See, how do I make guys? We do this live. Okay. As I go, I figure this out. So I'm gonna figure out how to bring up these comments. Bam, figured it out. Cool. Just like trading, guys, you got to poke around. All right. So Mr. 007 says, trading isn't some get rich quick. It works for the ones who have patience. I agree. I agree. 100%. It's going to take patience. It's going to take patience with yourself. It's going to take a level of patience that your loved ones think they can give you, but they can't give it to you. They don't understand trading. They don't understand the losses. They don't understand the wins. They don't understand the chart time. In the description, I made a whole video about how to make a trading plan. They don't understand the hours it took, what you really, really put yourself through. And they're not to understand it. I've learned helping people only comes by setting an example. You want to help people become rich? Become rich. I used to be fat. I used to be 300 pounds. I'm currently fasting right now. I'm going to drop a fasting live stream when I'm done, probably later today. I used to be almost 300 pounds. And a lot of people wanted to come on the journey, and they just couldn't come on the journey. These people just don't understand it. They don't want to understand it, and it's time that you take care of yourself. So you've made it a rule to not put any pressure on anyone. You're not going to put pressure on your wife, because she's going to want to go. If those of you are married, or your girlfriend, or whoever you have, if you're female, your boyfriend, your husband, you're not going to put pressure on them, your kids, where they have to baby you. They know you're stressed. They know you're trading. You will tell your family, no, don't worry about it. I got this. But they care about you. They're naturally going to go ahead and try to make your life easier because they understand it too. We can get rich quick. Let's take rich out of it now. We can come out of these problems, right? And this is another form of pressure. So you've put a timeline on it. You've told people about it. You've told yourself about it. But the form of pressure now we're going to speak about is this goal. I do psychological one-on-ones. It's trader execution interventions. Most of these people know how to trade. They just can't control their minds. So they execute or don't execute wrongful, like at the wrong times, right? And one of the things I do is remove goals. There's no such thing as goals. It's going to be crazy. But in trading, there is no goals. Goals are added pressure, especially in the beginning. If you need a goal and you are goal oriented and you have to get it out the way, the goal was to find trading. That's it. You found it. Goal checked. Any other goal will require work for you to confirm. So check it off as a task. And if you have a question, for example, is this real? Go figure it out. I've already told you, but most people have to see it on their own. Can you do this alone? As in, like, the only job, the only anything, not even have business or anything? Yeah, you can. It's possible. But I just told you, but you still won't fully believe, accept it to go all in unless you do the work. So I always encourage doing the work. Another thing, guys, don't put a dollar amount. Please don't put a dollar amount on this. Don't tell yourselves at this is what most people do. They found out trading, they made some money. In this amount of time, I'm going to make this amount of money because it gets me out of my situation. And I wanted to say beginners, but when I originally was putting this together, I thought of beginners, but there are some very seasoned traders that still do this. And guys, we should know better. We've lost enough, we've made enough money. Setting by example is a thing. We want to be the best of the best. That's why you see a lot of these traders, they'll just quit. The what's it called? Not the quit rate, the failure rate. There you go. The failure rate is so high when it comes to trading because most people quit, but they're not quitting on trading, not directly to the front face. They think they are. They're quitting on themselves because the level of pressure that you're going to put on your relationships if you tell people you're trading is going to be so extreme on top of the pressure of a relationship itself. Most people lose their relationships. They break hard. People get hurt. People that genuinely love people get married, have children, have to split apart. This trading thing is not easy. It can destroy you because it's not the trading, it's the becoming aware of yourself. And that's why I wanted to make this video more than any video. When I first started any of these videos, this was the video I wanted to make. It was about traders' depression. But I couldn't start this way. Everything took a flow. When you put this much pressure, you end up putting so much pressure on yourself that you separate your awareness from who you really are and your goal, because we don't have goals anymore, right? So I air quotes, I'm an air quote guy, goal of who you want to be, where you want to be, all these things you attach to yourself that has nothing to do with you. So from the beginning, don't set yourself up for failure. No pressure. You're not trading to prove anybody wrong. There's some people that everyone's told them you can't make it, you can't make it. Surprisingly, the people that didn't do that well in school, academically, they're the ones they pick up trading like that. Some of the people I talk to, the more degrees they have, the harder it is for them to unlearn. Those things work in life, but to use those forms of structure in trading, it has a expectancy output mentality in it. And with trading, you can't do that. You can't expect anything. You literally need to observe and then respond based on what you've observed. The only edge you really have, or strategy, or let's say benefit, or I don't want to use the word benefit, that's the wrong word. The only, I'm gonna use edge, skill, chance. There you go. The only chance you have, that's a better word. Most people understand chance if you're a beginner. The only chance you really have at making it in this actual trading thing is if you take the opportunity to control and understand your mind. I should have said understand and control, but they happen simultaneously. This trading thing is a mind thing. That's what a lot of people learn after they've lost a lot of money. You ask yourself, people lose thousands and thousands of dollars. They make it eventually, some of these people. But why are people losing thousands of thousands of dollars? Because there's something here. But the something isn't just the output of the money through the charts. Subconsciously, I think we all know that if we discipline ourselves in anything, money will come, success will come, result will come. Let's take it out of currency. If you're working out and you really discipline yourself, you genuinely don't care about the day by day result, and you're doing this long term, it'll just come. And I say just as in singular as in overnight, but it's no, it's work, it's consistency. It's over and over. So let's not add any more pressure. There's no one you need to impress, not even yourself. There's no one pressing in this world. I understand trading is a zero-sum game. That means someone has to lose for someone to win on the broader spectrum. But there are so many people trading that it is impossible for two people to trade simultaneously at the same time over and over, and they are directly resulted in why one's losing and one's winning. That's why certain people like Mark Douglas says anything can happen in the market. And the reason I mention this is so that you can relieve some of this pressure you've put on yourself. Some of these some of these scammers have these like scare tactic videos where they'll tell you they're so it's this is that, that's what you have to buy my course and stuff like that. Just cut all that. Just take a deep breath. It's gonna be okay. The pressure you put on yourself, you're gonna let it go. This trading thing, like anything, if you know me, if you've spoken to me in any spaces or anything like that, I'm about doing things pleasurably. I say some crazy things sometimes, but I say it pleasurably. I've been told some very evil things about the world. A lot of people, when I'm just pleasurable. I'm joyous. I don't want to use the term bubbly because you guys don't know that level of me, right? My family does, but there's a level of enjoyment I always have in what I do. This has been not my entire life, at least about a decade, really, really sharpening it about 8 years. But it is the best thing I've ever done. I've learned to enjoy the grander process of life. Thus, anything I do is a process that I enjoy. So trading, it's a process to enjoy. You can literally write on a piece of paper, how do I enjoy trading? And your mind will figure it out for you. Here, if you guys want to see that, drop that in the comments. If you want to see a video on how to enjoy trading, that's a good one. I'm gonna actually do that again. All right. So that's when it comes to pressure. And this is, I'm gonna call this bad pressure. Everything I've just said. And I know bad and good. This is bad pressure. This is gonna allow you to leave the realm of stability, sanity, and enter trader's depression. You're gonna be severely depressed. And disclaimer here, hear me out. Don't turn the video off yet. I do not think depression is real. I'll repeat it one more time. I do not think depression is real. What I mean by that is, I do not think it is possible for you to have a chemical reaction in the brain that will make you sad all the time. This is my personal opinion. I am not a medical professional. This is what has worked for me in trading. I do think that one could be depressed and sad and come out of it. I take depression, I've learned to understand and visualize depression as a signal. And this is where we switch over to good pressure. If you take a moment to step away from the feelings when you're depressed, and this is extreme, you will figure out there's something you can do about it. It's an action step. And let's be real with each other here. Majority of people that are depressed would be less depressed if you gave them a couple $1,000,000 catch free, right? Tax free, catch free. They can use that how they want. To prove the point, you give them 5 million a year, just cause, so that they're not depressed. They'll stop being depressed. So that's why I don't say it's a chemical imbalance thing. It's a perception thing at best. But how do we use this now in a positive way? When you're depressed, I mostly speak to men about this. Women can do this as well. When you're depressed, take a moment to ask yourself, what am I not doing? And I'm going to give you the only way to escape trader's depression. I've already told you how to avoid trader's depression in this video by avoiding all this unnecessary internal and external pressure. Don't hate speech to yourself. Don't talk to yourself negative. Do not kill yourself and yourself for trading. It's not fucking worth it. There's nothing wrong with getting a job. There's nothing wrong with careers, none of that stuff. If you've tried your hardest and tried your hardest, it's okay to just stop. But there is a level of pressure when you're in the trader depression before you get too much in it. honestly, even if you're deep in it, even if you're deep in it, that makes you want to push your limits. That's the way my mentor called it, pushing your limits. And by pushing your limits, we all know what this means, but none of us do it. And that's why the depression is genuinely there. You're not having this quit mentality. You're not having this, is this real? Do I want to? These are not for those people. That's not trading depression. That's questioning if this shit works. And you should. You should question everything. Don't read a book just because don't avoid reading a book because someone says don't read it. Don't believe everything someone says about a book unless you read it yourself, right? Experience everything. That being said, you need to push your limits. And the depression is there to let you know you can. As crazy as this sounds, the moment you change your perception to that, this depression hold that everyone says is a negative thing goes away. This stress that everyone manages, which I think is crazy, I would use other words, but YouTube. We shouldn't manage stress. We should remove stress. And then we should avoid stress. The joyfully thing works. But understanding things understanding things within ourselves is very important. We might not even be depressed because of trading. You and your girl could be fighting. Let's talk about it. You and your girl's fighting, and then you're gonna go trade, and you lost, or worse, you didn't enter because you didn't do all the back testing and stuff. Right? I gave you other videos about this, and you didn't enter because you were scared. And now you saw the trade go full TP, and not regular TP either. Normally you hold till 1 to 5. This shit went 1 to 5, 1 to 10, 1 to fucking 15. It happens. Happens. Now you and your girl were fighting. Fear of missing out just came out. You're gonna go blow accounts. I dropped the video on blowing accounts. Check the description. You're destroying your relationship with your family. Money's being destroyed. You're destroying yourself. You're making yourself depressed. To get out of it now, for the people that are in it, the people can't avoid it. The wrong pressure is going to be put on there. It's just going to happen. People already know you're trading. You can't just pretend, right? Don't lie. I don't recommend lying. You lie to others, you lie to yourself. It's not worth it. Don't lie. But there's a level of work required to get out of this trader depression. If not, you're going to quit trading, and you're going to yo-yo back and forth, or you're just going to pay a bunch of people for a bunch of courses, and you're not going to really get anywhere. So to avoid quitting trading, we need to get you out of this trader's depression. I recommend stop trading. That's the first thing. I kind of write these notes, but I veer off from the notes at times. The universe usually designs it better that way. Just quit trading. Just stop. Take a break. There's a level of, when I say trader's depression, I really want to paint this picture, right? I don't even know how long I've been doing this for. What are we in? 23 minutes in. When I say trader's depression, I'm talking to you guys that are beyond sad now. Not the sad guys. A lot of you might think you're depressed as a trader, but you're not. You're sad. You're stressed. You've got just enough stress to keep you going. But if you put this, I might not be able to do a thing, the moment you start questioning yourself, it's going to become huge. So it's not that. The ones I'm talking about, when I say trader's depression, are the ones that, to them, it's not just one bad trade. It's been a bad week. It's been a bad month. This isn't trading, okay? And then it's going to build. This is why I don't even condone negativity. In my house, my family, we don't do that. We catch each other for it. That's how we help each other. It's like a sickness. It grows. But these people have had bad years. You got some people 3 years in it, 4 years in it, not profitable. Hey, it's all right. It's all right. Hold it. Remind yourself why you started this. The freedom, gratitude. Gratitude removes trader depression like that before even action. It makes you aware of what steps are needed. It gives you that extra breath, pure oxygen, gratitude. But gratitude in what? Compare yourself to day one. Remember your first ever loss. And then be grateful for everything you've learned since then. Towards yourself, of all the work you've done. It's very, very important. If not, you're going to destroy yourself. You're going to destroy everyone around you. And that's one of the main reasons I chose to come online and start talking about this. So people stop destroying themselves because of trading. Young men offing themselves because of trading, isolating themselves because of trading, destroying their relationships with them and their family, all because of trading. It's not worth it. It really is not. And honestly, it's not the trading, it's you. It genuinely is you. Some people like being depressed. That's why I said these people aren't really, not everybody's really depressed. Some people like being sad so they can get the attention. They never want the fix. A lot of those people probably left this video a long time ago, and that's fine. I'm speaking to the people that want the fix, and it's not easy. And I get some days are hard. I am on X, I'm on YouTube, I'm on TikTok. I think I made a Facebook or something. I have Connect. Reach out to me, however you need. Especially if you get to that point where that's it, you want to quit. A lot of you make trading your one all be all. Like it has to work. And I get why that's tempting, especially if you're in a bad situation. But don't let trading be your one all be all. It's not after you, especially if you're not established. If you don't have your life together, you don't have your shit together, it's gonna make it harder. I'm not saying avoiding trading or avoid trading until you have enough capital. Demo trade. All right, I'll be making a video in the future about live trading versus prop trading. But take a deep breath, enjoy the journey, take some time, reach out to me, reach out to friends, reach out to a loved one, anyone that knows you're trading. If you have trading communities, trader friends, reach out to them. I have friends they've been trading longer than me, way bigger accounts than I could dream at this point. I shouldn't say that's limiting myself, but these guys are like up there, and international friends, and we still reach out to each other. It's a group of us, not much, about five to six of us, but this is a hard thing. You never know what someone's life is putting them through as a trader. Well, let's be real. You don't know what your own life's putting you through as a trader, and you really don't appreciate the effort that you're going through. And I say appreciate because if you did, you would realize how strong you are. That also takes you out of depression, trader's depression. It reminds you have a power. You have the power to take control of your thoughts, of your mind. I've told you all I'm working on some mind trading audios or mind audio tradings. Those are coming out well. They're going to come out pretty soon. But everyone knows within themselves, there's a certain things I'm good enough. I am not the thought, right? Everyone knows the things where it's going to be okay. This is why I say don't lie to yourself. If you lie to yourself when you say it's going to be okay, you're not going to really believe it. You're not going to accept it. You're not going to see how it can be okay. But once you become aware and you go into the self, this trader's depression, you realize and at this point we're calling it trader's depression, right, guys? Because we figured out it's a tool. If you have it, it's a tool. It's a beautiful gift that you haven't unboxed yet. This trader's depression is going to go ahead and help you push your limits harder than you've ever pushed your limits. And that's the right type of pressure. So when you feel depressed, and feel means physical body, right? I talk about meditation and stuff. I'll be coming out in the future with videos about how I meditate, what I consider meditation, why I do it, things like that. But for now, let's just say meditate. The right type of pressure is going to help you push your limit. And what do you need to push your limit for? Guys, do the back test. You don't have 150 back tests as in entries. You can study examples. Don't tell me you do. If not, you wouldn't be watching this video trying to figure out how to not become depressed. I actually don't want people to watch this video. If you're depressed, you're going to watch this video. And that's not what I want. If everyone do things joyfully, we will have less depression. We will have less people watching this video. There needs to be a point where when you're done with your depression, you never need to watch this specific video again. You're going to reread your notes. You're going to rewatch this video over and over until you really get it in you. My mentor had a good set, like a really good set of trading psychology videos and one-on-ones and things like that. And the one that helped me the most was trader's depression because I didn't realize I was fucking depressed. I was working out twice a day, eating right, fasting right, happy, family, this and that. But the signs, here's some physical signs. You're always fucking tired. You find a reason to not have to trade. You find a reason to not enter. These are small little things showing you. These are the signs. Because all of those things show you need to backtest more. You need to have confidence. Confidence, I don't talk much about it because it's a simple thing. Confidence in trading comes from backtesting. Confidence in basketball comes from practicing, right? If in basketball, if you shoot, well, you're going to have confidence. It's going to go in that basket if you've practiced over and over and over. You're not going to sit there, look at all these fucking basketball videos, and expect game day, okay, I watched all these videos, it's going to work now. It doesn't work like that. Trading is the exact same way. You're going to push your limits. You're going to re-watch videos. Some of you guys have mentors. You guys pay ridiculous amounts of money. Fine. It is worth it. Those mentors are giving you something. But you're not using it. It's like you just don't value money. Don't value your time. See, money, don't get distracted by money. It's just a physical form. Your time is what that money is representing. That's your energy, currency, your current, your charge, your power. So don't disrespect money like that. Don't throw away money like that. If you really respected money, you would stop trading live and you would go and you would just do all your back tests. Then you would do forward tests. That's pushing your limits. What do you mean pushing your limits? Yeah, pushing your limits is doing forward tests because now you know you need to see a few set of things without money being involved. This is not easy. You're building a system when you trade. You're teaching yourself this system so that when you look at it, naturally, you just respond. Trading is fun. I'm telling you guys this right now. Don't do anything drastic. Don't end yourself. Don't anything because you really, really think you can't do it. Because if you can't make it in trading, it's because you're not disciplined. And that will bleed into your life. And in life, it won't be as hard, but you'll always have it in your mind. What if that trading thing could have worked? And that what if, you could only destroy what if with confidence by doing the reps, doing the work, right? This is how you're going to build discipline. This is how you're going to push your limits. You're going to be thinking these lines. I want you to watch this video over and over and over until you hear me in your mind. Every time you're sad, no. You don't have time to be sad. You have some work to do. Is being sad going to fix it? No. Some of you have children. You get it. You should take the advice that you give your children, right? When your children are sad and if you're gentle parenting, that's what you're going to tell people. That's what you're going to tell your kids, sorry. So talk to yourself this way. Do the work. We're taught that pressure is the enemy. Pressure is bad. It's just wrong pressure. And there's wrong pressure and right pressure. These dualities only exist if you create them. But when you create dualities, you're the third. You were originally the first. The duality only happens once you've created something separate from yourself. Because the moment you select good, you associate with it. So that's you and the good behavior. But because you created good, the bad behavior came out to be. But I'm pretty sure in that bad behavior, you could find some good quality things. So when you're depressed, when you're sad, make sure you take a deep breath, remind yourself of all the work you've done, been very grateful, be grateful, find something to be grateful about. There are people without legs. Guys, there's people without legs, without arms, blind people, deaf people, people that can't speak. There are mentally disabled people. I think we're far into, let me see, how long am I in this? Yeah, we're far in for me to say there are retarded people. And what I mean by retarded, I don't mean mentally disabled. My definition of retarded is beyond stupid. Mentally, you have no disabilities. Your brain is functioning fine. Those people out there that are wrongfully called retarded that have mental disabilities are separate. And even those people have discipline. So you have no excuse. I get it. It is hard. And my biggest struggle with this video when I started was doing this, being nice about it, because there are people that genuinely are at that line. Some of you might think that's crazy, it's just trading, but I promise you, there are people bending themselves every day because of this. And no one talks about it. So I was here to talk about it. I'm not going to make many dense videos like this in the future when it comes to trading. Honestly, I think I've given you all everything you need. And when I say you all, I'm speaking to those traders, whether you're new in trading and you're about to go learn your strategy, whether you have a strategy or you're in the middle of making your strategy. I've given you everything you need to condition your psychology before going to learn your technicals, your strategy. This is going to make you excel way further. I had dropped 2 videos prior to this. They're in the description. I gave you all the how to not blow your accounts. I helped you destroy greed, eliminate fear. I've taught you focus through discipline. I've told you this only works if you don't quit. I'm gonna make a little plan. I brought your awareness to you having the ability to be aware. I taught you risk management, decision making, R&R, how to make a trading plan, how to not get scammed. And today, I taught you of the good and the bad pressures that you apply to yourself to make yourself depressed, to make yourself sad. You might even be doing this subconsciously to really question, do you want it? Do you really want it? Sometimes we do this to ourselves. There's self-sabotage, that's a thing. But I don't use motivation. I do tell people, like, if you really are at that line, like, seriously, you're at that line, call me or reach out to me, and I will talk to you. There are some people that do need help. I have to make a point. This is a thing. Please get help. Therapy is real. It does work, right? Some people have been through severe traumas as children in their life. They might be going through some things right now, adults even. I'm one for therapy. It works. And if you're in therapy, talk to your therapist if you should be trading. That's very specific. But now to the rest of you guys, you can snap out of this. You're not alone. You might think you're alone, but you're not alone. I promise you, you're not alone. Reframe this entire depression into fuel in order to push your limits. And use this in your everyday life. If you're trying to do push-ups, whatever stage you're at, your push-ups, if you can only do 20 push-ups, push yourself. Feel upset. Choose to be upset. I really tell people in the beginning, don't try to avoid emotions. Have no emotions. And this is when I start talking to people about conditioning their mind. This is beyond trading. When I do fasting and things like that, like I'm currently on a 72-hour fast. I'm like 40, 45, 44 hours in. But I talk to people in order to condition their mind. So I tell them, no more emotions. Emotions, you're not allowed to have them anymore. And you should see people go crazy. What do you mean? We're humans, all of these things. Well, I get that, but your emotions, the moment you tell someone you can't have emotion, the moment you tell yourself, I'm not allowed to have emotion, you will become more aware of these emotions. Now you have an opportunity. It's called an opportunity. You have an opportunity to either dissect this emotion, to figure out why you're feeling it, and to figure out what action steps are needed, or you can go take a nap. You know how awkward that silence was? Because it's retarded. You really want this? You really want to help your family? You really want to help yourself? You want to change generations? You want to stay at home with your family? You want to homeschool your kids and be able to be there, enjoy each other pleasurably? You and your spouse want to enjoy each other, really enjoy each other's minds, each other's laughter. I'm talking beyond physical, things of that sort. Children might watch this video, so I'm not going to go too much into that. You really need to take some time to become aware to yourself. We genuinely are at a brink, and I say we, this planet, of a mental health pandemic. Mental health awareness is so important. And if you take away the health part, just mental awareness. Majority of people are not aware. They don't even, some of you guys don't even hear the negative things you're telling yourself. No negative talk. No negative talk. I think that's about wraps up this video. I am going to make future videos on, like I was saying earlier, trading live or trading prop firm, because I have had a couple people DM me and message me on that. And like I said, guys, this is community service content. I could chop this up and make a course, or I could sell this to people, but give it out for free, right? If you do need help identifying why you keep breaking your rules, do reach out to me on my neck. I have a link in the bio. And I do charge, so please make your questions illegible. Like, make sure I can read it. Take your time and describe as much as you can. Sometimes it's worth it just to send me a voice message or schedule like a face call. And if it becomes too much, we'll talk about one-on-ones. If that's what you need, though, because a lot of you really don't even need it. I have a few people reaching out to me one-on-ones, and I had to reject them. They have money and everything, but it's not worth it because there's a level of pre-work that's needed on the mind that if we're gonna go do a trading execution intervention, we're going in there surgically. You're the right hand, I'm the left hand. Like, these rules are the scalpel. We're going in there. We're figuring out why people cry, not in a bad way, not in an angry way. I have people cry on these. All right. Um, I'll make another video talking about what that's like and all that because I don't want this to be a promo video or anything. I want this more to be a wake up call to those of you that are so depressed because of trading. Fuck it, because of life. You've traded your energies wrongfully. You've given everybody your energies and everything your energies and put all this pressure on yourself. You didn't take a break to focus that energy inside. Enjoy yourself. Pat yourself on the back for the progress you've made. And you guys, if you've been with me and this is you watching the third video, you know I'm not an easy person. It just hit me. This is how new I am at this, guys. I have comments to read. Let me see what the comments say. Let me respect you guys, because drop comments. Appreciate it. Let's see what we have here. Market Mentor says, don't give up on you. Correct. Who's this? The Ender Eclipse. Lying to yourself can make it worse later on. It's how unhealthy. Yeah. Yeah. I always say, guys, there's a power. I originally stopped this. Like, we all do lying, like little white lies to ourselves. I'm okay. Because it's okay to say, I'm not okay. I'm really not okay. And then you can cry. Crying helps, guys. Like, I'm telling you, cry. And ladies, I mostly talk to guys, it's the thing. But and ladies, cry. Sit there and cry. Set an alarm for 5 minutes and cry. I'm definitely gonna drop some tips of these types of I don't want to say de-stressing, removing stress and things like that when I do the meditation video. I'll drop a meditation video. I think that'll help everyone. But definitely, guys, don't lie to yourself. Tell yourself it's not okay. Ask yourself why, but answer the question. The way when you ask someone a question, you should respect yourself to listen to the answer, and you expect them to respect you to answer the question. When you ask yourself these crazy, intense questions, respect yourself to listen to the answer. Write it down. Notes. I show you guys every time. The green screen thing makes it like this. Notes. Every time. Every time. It's important. You'll be amazed. What else we have here? We have Mr. 007. Again, you respect the love, man. Respect enough. Never read a book just once. And these are the lines that you guys need to remember. Train to perfection. Push those limits. I love this, guys. So some of you actually get it. I really hope this video helped someone. If it helps one person, share this video out. Let's see, I'm supposed to pin this. All right, that's how this is supposed to work. Here. But please go ahead, share this video. Share it to whoever you know. If you have trader friends, I've had some people tell me they don't even trade, and these videos help them. It's not what I originally planned when I came on the internet to talk to people about this. Originally, I said I'm going to talk to some people, and I'm going to tell them some of these things so they don't off themselves. And I realized what people wanted advice, but no one was taking the advice. They wanted the advice. They had the questions. When I told them the things that seemed hard, they wouldn't do it. So then I said, fuck it, I'm just going to charge people money. Because when I charge you money, you listen to me. Just like all of us. When we pay money, we listen. We do the thing. I felt kind of dirty about it because I got so much help for free. And I did pay for a couple mentors. I probably had like 3 mentors. Three, 4. I can remember off the top of my head. And these are people I paid good money, not friends that were super close that also had mentorships and gave me free courses, stuff like that. No, none of that. These are mentors. And these are people like we argued. I didn't want to accept a lot of these truths. And these are the truths I'm talking about. I'm not talking about the truths of what's it called, of trading and what's right and what's wrong and the strategy and when to enter and all that. They're mentors for that. I'm talking about the truths of the psychological things I just couldn't accept. And I'm a way different person now. Life's different. But this information really needed to come out. Okay, let's see if we finish up these comments and I might close this up because, like I said, I've given you guys everything. Rewatch these videos. They're all in my life over and over. We have Ender Eclipse again. Appreciate the love, guys. Strive to be better. Who's this? Oh, we have a female. Okay. Mrs. Alum 13. Be honest with yourself. If you can't do that, no amount of content can help you. Yeah. Yeah. There's only so many videos. There's only so many videos you can watch. And a lot of you, it's called busy work. You do busy work, you'll rewatch videos over and over and over and over that you don't need to watch. And I know I've told you watch videos over and over, but that's the ones you need to watch, right? Awareness will let you know what's for you or not. But why are you not just applying yourself? Why are you not making these changes? I think this person just said it right here. Just don't be lazy. It's because you're being lazy. I do appreciate you guys. Whoever dropped comments, do share the video. Like I said, share it to anyone that you think can be helped by this. I did write some notes. Let me see if there's anything else I have to tell you guys. Because it's just important. These people's livelihoods. A lot of you have kids. You can change your child's entire world. All right. I told you guys to reach out, tell you about my links. And genuinely, I'm going to remind you guys this. If you can't do these things, please quit trading. Please quit. You're going to save yourself. You're going to save your family. Your mom's not going to cry if you do some dumb shit. And don't off yourselves because of some money, guys. It's not worth it. It really is not worth it. Just don't do it. Life's so beautiful. There's so many. I'm not going to become hippie on life, but there's just so many beautiful aspects to this realm of ours that if we stop and we focus on it, there's no reason to be depressed. No reason to be sad. We'll talk about mind conditioning and stuff like that later. All right, but guys, I'm out. Currently, I'm fasting. I'm 40-something hours in. I'm going to do a live stream on fasting. As a trader, fasting really does help. It clears the mind, clears the brain fog. I notice there's less emotions when I'm fasted. It also gives me this level of power that shows I can master my body. And once you fast, a lot of people fast for health and stuff. Originally, I did as well. And I've been doing fasting for about 8, 9 years. But it's at a point where, shit, I think almost 10 years. I was almost 300 pounds. And I'm like I go back and forth between like 210, 220 now, based on like if we're doing birthdays. Like I just came off a birthday with my older son. So we do celebrations and stuff like that. But fasting really helps the mind. Really, really helps the mind. It really cleanses the body. It allows you to become closer to your mind. Meditation during fasting is way different compared to meditation during non-fasting. And I think I'll touch some of that when I do the fasting video. But yeah, guys, if this did help you, drop some likes, drop some comments. I'm everywhere. Go follow me everywhere. Look up Shiva Discipline. I think on Instagram it's Shiva Discipline _ and let me know what else you guys want to hear. I hope this really helped someone. And if you are depressed and you're out there, remember, you made yourself depressed so you can make yourself pleasurable, undepressed. You got this.